G'day, my name's Joe. I'm going to do another video today. I've done a few videos in the past, mainly about things to do with detecting, metal detectors, and then I recently got onto electric scooters. Since I bought one years ago, many years ago, yeah, I started to play around with it again. I hadn't ridden it for a while, but today I'm going to do probably a bit of a product review. I bought myself some battery powered tools. Now the reason for that, I've got plenty of tools. I've got, you can see this messy garage of mine. I've got just about everything that opens and closes. But I wanted to get an angle grinder. Now it's also to do with metal detecting. When we go out in the bush and you dig a few holes, things like these metal detecting picks get quite blunt and you need something to sharpen them up. This one's not too bad, but I've got others that are quite blunt. Here's one that I made up myself using an old car spring that I found out in the bush. Nice thin thing. It's a bit pitted, but oh, it's terrific. Hardened steel, but it goes blunt fairly easily, and it makes a big difference when you're out in the bush whether you can dig easily or make it hard work, and it's all to do with how sharp the tool is. So I thought I'd get myself a angle grinder, battery powered one. I didn't want to, I've already got angle grinders and things. I've got battery powered, sorry, not battery powered, I've got you know, the usual angle grinder. There's a nice Makita, terrific thing, very reliable, but it comes with this great long cord, and generally with an extension cord because I've got to take it outside to do the grinding and stuff. I don't want to do it in the shed. A bit of a nuisance, but terrific, works really well. But I decided to get myself some cheap tools just to use when I go out bush and do my detecting, gold hunting or whatever. I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars on expensive battery powered tools, so I saw these ads on my computer. I get these things when Dick Smith's went bust. They sort of teamed up with Kogan, and they have these lines of tools, all sorts of things that they sell, that I get emails about them all the time. And so today this thing came from Dick Smith, and what I bought was a couple of the Certa power tools. This thing, this brand here, Certa. Now I've just opened these boxes up. They're quite cheap compared to the Ryobis and the Makitas and all these other sort of name brands that you get at Bunnings and other hardware stores. And I've just got them on the floor here. I'll just grab my camera and show you what I've got. Now I've pretty well unpacked things, as you can see. I got them on the floor at the moment, mainly because I've run out of bench space in the garage, my shed I should say, it's not a garage. But these are the things I've bought. This is the angle grinder. Now this was sort of 49 bucks for this, compared to sort of 100, 150, 200 and so on things that I saw at the hardware stores. Now for 49 bucks, well, gee, quite a heavy duty thing, quite chunky. It's the large one, it takes the large discs. There's the disc that they've provided with it. It's the ones with the, what is it, 22.5mm holes. The other one that I've got, the Makita's the smaller one, the 16mm. But look at that. I bought that, and $49. They were reducing them. It was $69 a few weeks ago, and they're obviously not selling enough, so they've reduced the price a bit. There's another one, $49. This is a multi-tool. Now I've never used one of those, but I thought that's interesting for that sort of money. A mate of mine uses these all the time. He reckons they're very handy. So I'll get to find out about that, but the main thing that I was interested in was the angle grinder. Of course, the other things I got was the battery. These are an 18-volt lithium battery with the charger, quite a substantial charger. Now the lithium battery comes in various sizes. They've got small ones and larger ones. This is the 4 ampere one. No point getting a small one. The whole thing, even this, the charge on the battery, $69. Not bad. I've got a range of Ryobi products, and I was going to buy the Ryobi angle grinder, but they're quite expensive, and for what I was going to use to take it out in the bush to just sharpen a few picks and that, I thought, no, bugger it, I'll buy one of these cheap ones and see how they work. There. So, looks alright. The disc fits on there. It's got the locking nut. It's got a spanner that they provided for tightening the discs onto the grinder. It's got a lock that you push a button in there which locks the wheel and you can tighten it. And yes, slip the battery in. There you go, that's it. It even comes with an extra handle. Now for $49, wow, well, $49 plus the battery, not bad. Okay, a couple of things that I found, I've already tried it. A couple of things, this button's a bit hard to push and access, but and it doesn't lock on, you've got to hold it and it's quite difficult. There we go. It runs quite powerfully, but the first thing I've noticed is that this is out of plumb. It wobbles. I'll show you if I try to sharpen my pick with this. See that? Not a good sign. Now I've already tried this and I thought, well, maybe I didn't set it up right, but I've tried it a few times. I've taken it off, put it back on again, and yeah, okay, so first problem, but it's probably just a disc. I hope it's not the shaft on this that's out of true. Yeah, I haven't got any of the big discs. I'll have to go buy something and try it out with another disc brought from a hardware store. Anyway, actually what I might do is I might try something. I might see if one of my other discs from the smaller Makita fit in there. Okay, I'm just going to turn you off and try this. Okay, here it is. I've managed to get one of the smaller diameter discs onto the shaft, and it's one of those really thin metal cutting discs. If anything's going to be true, it'll be that. Now that'll prove whether the problem is with the shaft on the angle grinder or whether it's I don't know, crappy disc. Okay, let's try it out and see. Oh well, it's running quite well. I'll try grinding with it. Okay. Now there you go. No, that ran quite true. So it's just a bit of a lousy disc. This thing here is not obviously true. Couldn't use it because it just bangs when you try to put something against it. So I'll have to go buy something. So that's not too good. That came with the angle grinder from this mob here from Dick Smith's or Kogan. Anyway, that's the Certa brand tools. I'm quite impressed for the price. It revs like crazy. It goes really well. The battery is a lithium battery, 18 volt lithium battery. Seems to provide plenty of power. I don't know how long it'll last. I've only just bought this and used it for a couple of minutes. That's about it. But she revs quite well. And the next thing that I'll have to try is this multi-tool. Like I say, I don't know too much about them, so that'll be a bit of experimenting. Anyway, that's all I've got to say really. This is what that video is about. The purchase of a battery powered angle grinder so that I can sharpen my picks when I'm out in the bush detecting and they go blunt from digging all those deep holes and then filling them in again, of course. Okay, thanks very much for putting up with us. Bye.